For blue, Protoss playing for the team of Team Liquid. Give it up for MaNa.
And in the bottom left side, there is red Zerg. The heavy hitters are really coming out to shine here in the third group stage. It is going to be Dragon Phoenix Gamers, Dark. And I don't often get to cast a game where Dark is there, you know, and I'm in the same lobby, I get to look around. I'm tempted as the, you know, not the cameraman here to just go on his camera, really.
Actually, you can if you want to.
It is a rare occurrence. I could, yeah, I could.
Yeah. You can kind of catch stuff that I maybe am not paying attention to, so...
Yeah, let's experiment here.
Well, I gotta say, it's a treat casting Dark because Dark is one of those players that don't really participate in a lot of online events.
Yep.
So
likes to stick to the offline ones, so the very, very biggest of biggest.
Right.
He did participate in King of Battles, right? Am I mistaken?
Yeah. He played in...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big tournament. Alright. How can I make the people wait? I don't know, man. I don't know. The mainstream is doing their thing. We're doing ours. Dark vs MaNa was about to start, and we're ready to watch. Dark trying to get his eyeballs on whatever MaNa is producing over there. I'm always curious as to MaNa. You know, it's a player that could take out a player like Dark as well, but it would have to be a good day for him. Dark, I mean, it could be a pretty bad day, and he could still, you know, you would still kind of anticipate him beating players left, right, and center.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, even Michael Jordan on his bad day is still like 80-90% better than everyone in the league.
Exactly. Hunting down a little probes. Stargate opening for MaNa. Wants to get those flying boys out up in the sky. Wondering if he's going to transition into those Blink Stalker compositions. We're seeing becoming quite popular.
Yeah, so we have seen, you know, Protoss open up with Stargate. Maybe get a few oracles here and there, and then go for a bunch of stalkers with blink, and then also some sentries, and then just go for a strong kind of timing push of some sort. Now, I don't think this is the best map for it, only because it's quite hard to force field the ramps, especially at the dirt base. It's like really wide open. So I don't anticipate that MaNa is going to go for it, but as I say that, he's got his Twilight Council on the production tab.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways you could still bring it to, right? I mean, you could try to just be more aggressive with the Blink Stalkers on their own. Yeah, the force field attack. I see people do this without any sentries as well nowadays. It's kind of open season for this strategy in a way. It feels like, right? It's a golden age for Blink Stalkers. A lot of stuff is being experimented with. A lot of stuff is just kind of working out seemingly.
Alright, Blink's on the way. No sight of any dirt base yet, so will we see a bunch of gateways being thrown down? Currently 4 total.
Baneling Nest coming up here for Dark as well. Wants to most likely stick around on the Zergling Baneling composition for a little bit. Curious if he's gonna stick around that for a very long time. I believe that, you know, a lot of Zergs, kind of in response to the Blink Stalker playstyle, were trying to just kind of keep running in Zergling Baneling counterattacks, right? After Stalkers not really give them the opportunity to get those strikes across the map and suddenly be in and out of bases. And if they do, you know, at least you get counter damage with the Banelings and the Zerglings. Solid play.
Now Dark fully anticipates that something is happening. He saw a bunch of stalkers. He scouted no dirt base, and here we go. First initial stalker is gonna go ahead and poke in. Blink not quite done yet, and it's gonna be done right about now. Okay, there we go.
Sending in a counter-attack into the natural bases, Dark as well. Zerglings approaching. There seems to be an adept right there, kind of stopping the area. It might still become quite painful. More Zerglings now being sent across the map back again as well, trying to get on whatever reinforcements points are available. MaNa making it difficult for Dark to break through anywhere.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job there on that front. As this blink attacks commences and continues. But here we go, Baneling's gonna bust through the ramp as this fight here is still happening. Gonna just rely on links to defend the stalkers, but the wall of the Protoss has been breached.
Oh my! Oh, that is a big one. That's a big catch for those Banelings right there, finding a lot of probes. 22 of them already gone down. Stocks over here with the Oracle, still trying to make the best of the situation, but this is just an absolute slaughter. Dark is holding on every front right now. No Zerglings are still alive as well. This is another Baneling in the main base of MaNa, and it is chasing probes. It's gonna get them. There it is.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be a whole lot more dead probes here in a second.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You can't kill the Spine Crawler, man. It's too good. The Transfuse is just there. That is so annoying.
Yeah, Dark has handled this absolutely perfectly. Just relying on Lings and Banelings to do the job.
Yep. Nice target fire with the Queens as well, trying to poke down the low HP Stalkers there. Gets a couple more Zerglings in, and could very well be it. Yeah, GG. 5 workers left for MaNa. Oh man, and one of them was across the map with the gateway he was building.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah.
Well played, well played. Well, Dark, he is in a really kind of how do you call this? He's in a good vibe right now, I suppose I could say. Knockout bracket coming alive. Yeah, he's in a how do you just really on point recently, right? Does seem like he is around the best skill level that he's ever been on, and looking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Dark Rain and
absolutely.
Maru the favorites. Yeah. Sorry. What?
Oh. Wait, what
who do you think is the favorite for this tournament overall?
You know. Oh, he just went. Okay, there we go. Okay. Luckily, I had the name set. Okay. Who is gonna take this tournament? I think. You know, it's usually I would say maybe Cero, because you know he's playing. It's a LAN event, so. And Cero does really well in LAN events, but unfortunately for him, he's not in this tournament. He didn't qualify. So I would say either Rainer or I think actually Dark might have a good chance as well. But
yeah.
Hero, he's been playing absolutely bonkers. So I don't know, man. It's quite tough.
That's a good shout as well. Yeah, Hero. Doing really good, indeed.
Do you have a prediction as to who you think will take it?
Oh man, it's a rough one. It really is. There's just so many heavy hitters right now, right? I don't know what Clem is gonna do. I don't know what Maru is gonna do. I don't know what Rainer Dark is gonna do. Rogue is not here either. But even without Rogue, without Cyril, it is such a tough one to call. Maybe perhaps even tougher, in a sense.
Yeah.
Might be some open seats up, in the higher rankings of this tournament right here for a new player to kind of make a name. But
maybe Baby Marine or something.
Yeah. That would be really cool. It would be really cool. Right now, what we've seen from him so far, it's You know, it doesn't look like he will be winning the tournament right here. But
Oh,
I mean,
Hooky.
I would root for him. I would like that to happen still.
Oh yeah. Hooky with Rookie in the live chat saying he did qualify. Laugh out loud. Can't attend for personal reasons. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I must have misspoken then.
Wait, is he referring to Sarah or?
I think Rogue as well.
Oh, Rogue.
I thought he was talking about Rogue. Yeah, I don't know the reason specifically. I don't know. It's not that they didn't qualify. They were invited for the tournaments.
Yeah, I know. We know that Rogue and Trap did qualify, but was replaced by Beyond and Maru. So, but there was no specific reason as to why. But I guess, yeah, like you said, maybe it's personal reasons.
Yep. And another Stargate opening here for MaNa. Nice to see.
Oh.
Might be a bit of a better map for force fields, right? If you do want to try to do a blink follow-up attack with those sentries. And again, the previous game, we didn't really see sentries, did we? Just more so the Oracle Stalker.
Alright, a little bit of a ring around the rosy.
Get him. Get him. There it is. Little Adept takes its place. Now it's my turn.
He's gonna go ahead and avenge his brother. His Brotos. Brethren.
Doesn't get much so far. Solid defense from Dark, especially with, you know, he didn't have that many Zerglings there. But doesn't lose anything. Oh. Did that projectile cancel because he faded away?
Yeah.
Wow. That's unlucky. Would have gotten the creep too.
Yeah. A little bit unfortunate there, but hopefully this Oracle maybe can make it up. Look at that. Dark already on top of it. Gonna go ahead and position those two queens. Will defend. Any sport callers in the natural? Nope.
No, neither are drones though, so it should be okay. It will be alright. Dark keeping everything safe. Twilight Council once again on its way. And Dark gonna handle this little stasis trap fairly well. Three gateways, third base. That's the blink upgrade. It's gonna be rough for MaNa, I still feel like, to make this work.
Oh no.
Regardless of what he does. Really, because he is up against Dark. But, well, this might be one of the better ways to make it work. Oracle comes in, saves, well, at least the Nexus. Just a couple of probes going down. Nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Oh man, MaNa's gotta be careful. He keeps leaving his adepts a bit out in the open and quite vulnerable to those links around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit surprising. He's gonna lose his Stalker here as well. I guess he takes out a good few Zerglings with it, but other than that, there does seem to be a bit of a disparity already between the resources lost for the players. Dark starting to gain a bit of a lead in that remark. MaNa though sets up a nice wall with gateways, trying to prevent any run-bys of the sorts coming in through the right side. In particular, Banelings, I would imagine, are going to be the main concern here. So it's nice that it's a full gateway wall, already gaining value from this. That's his army here, and yeah. Alright, alright. He's surviving Dark for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, Dark has invested a lot of larva into these lings, so if MaNa can somehow survive this without a lot of losses, I mean, he's ahead in the worker count, 58 to 51. Right about now, you would usually see the Zerg pull ahead in terms of the worker count. So this is some good sign for MaNa.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's trading good against these Zerglings as well, right? Dog, I don't know, I wouldn't call it desperate per se, but it does seem like he is a bit over-committed with the Zerglings, trying to make things happen that perhaps just aren't meant to happen right then and there. Keeping most of them alive though, nonetheless. Still has plenty. If MaNa ever decides to try and do something across the map, it will most likely just get run over by this amount of links. I guess that's just the main thing for Dark right now, right?
Yeah. Just trying to find some openings in the vulnerable areas, but I mean, MaNa is kind of fortifying his bases. I mean, he's re-blocked that whole side of that base on the right side. Got a cannon as well. Yeah, I think he's should be fine against these ling run-bys here.
Yeah, it's super effective, isn't it? And yeah. I imagine later as well, once, you know, if you do go into that Baneling circling style, you're going to have to waste a lot of Banelings just to get to the Nexus and the probe line. There's going to be a massive kind of tell for MaNa also, right? Oh, wait a moment. There's Banelings coming, so you have a lot more time to move those workers of your own. It's a good way to deal with this.
Alright, +1/1 about to be done for our Protoss. We'll see if he does start to move out. I mean, he's throwing down a lot of gateways. Kind of indicates to me that he might want to go for an attack kind of soon. Might want to wait for a charge, the charge upgrade to finish as well. But yeah, it looks like he may want to go ahead and attack soon because Dark has elected to go for Hydralisk then, and when Hydralisk then is out and about, there's always that threat of the Lurker Den, and Lurkers are so hard to deal with as a Protoss.
They are quite cost effective. Right now, Dark is maxed supply though, so it's good that MaNa is still at the moment a little bit defensive, needs to survive this wave here. But like you mentioned, yeah, those Lurkers most likely are going to be on the way. The Banelings right here, very nice SimCity. Man, MaNa, I'm loving what I'm seeing here. He's really just managed to block wall off Dark entirely. But yeah, it is still a time bomb in a sense where those Lurkers will be arriving on the field probably in the not too far distant future.
Yeah.
Although he's still making mostly Zergling Banelings, he's getting a couple more drones. I don't see a lot of Hydralisk on the way just quite yet. You see Hive coming in. He might just go for a couple of Vipers to try and finish MaNa off.
Yeah, he might have invested too much on these Lings and Banelings, so he's not quite confident enough to start transitioning into these Hydralisks. And
Ultralisk,
you know, this
could do well as also, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll see. I'm curious, man. He's still expanding as well, so, you know, going towards that late game in mind.
Oh my goodness, these bases are like just knocking on each other's door. They're so close. They're both expanding to the same area towards the bottom right side.
Yeah, that's a good valid point. Was a little bit of a zealot run by at the top as well, but that has been dealt with by a group of Zerglings. Dark was just fully aware of it. And now on this side as well, it seems like, well, I don't see a lot happening for MaNa in a sense. You know, it's He's got a couple of Archons, which are great against those Banelings. This is a lot of Banelings wasted on those Archons, actually. Look at how many there's still left. Oh, 4 more Archons.
Oh my goodness.
That's just brutal. That is just dirty. That is disgusting. Man.
Oh wow. Actually, looking forward, might be a little bit dangerous there, but hey, these Archons doing some work. But is it enough? It looks like Dark is pulling ahead. A lot of roaches in the red, still surviving, and it looks like he will be able to take down the 6 o'clock base here.
Another Zealot run by, getting 5 drones, but quite quickly, once again being dealt with by circling reinforcements. Does prevent Dark from sending his next wave of Zerg units into the battle as quickly as he would have liked to. So it has slowed down the aggression of Dark quite significantly. And what he wanted out of that hive tech, apparently, was it just adrenal glands? Was that all he wanted? It is a vicious upgrade, so in a sense, I'm not even upset if that was the reason to go all the way to hive. That's an investment, though, of like, you need to make the infestation pit, then the hive, and then the adrenal glands. I'm sure we'll get more. +3/+3, there we go. Well, +3 melee and +2 ranged up on the way, though. You know what I mean. What's also on the way is a lethal dose of green goo. Brought to you by, well, a couple of rolling beach balls, as well as some vile-looking alien garbage trucks.
Alright, more Zerg swarming in here. Kind of going in through a line. MaNa doing a decent job trying to micro his stalkers, but I mean, Dark, man, it looks like it just keeps coming in with more and more units.
Yeah, MaNa is living still. He's starting to sweep it away. He is on 96 supply, mostly still just Blinkstalker Zealots. He's not really maintaining this army as well as he probably should for the situation that he's in. Dark, though, to be fair, only having 5 bases for the 4 bases of the Protoss. If MaNa manages to hold on to his this 5th base for just a little bit, there might still be a fighting shot in this.
He does have the upgrade lead right now, 3-3 versus 3-1. So, yeah. Well, I guess the +2 is about to finish for Dark here. But yeah, there's still a fighting chance. I gotta agree with you for MaNa. If he can, survive a bit more, he's gonna have Storm, and Storm does really well against those Lings and Balins. And then the rest he can, try to use the Blink Micro against those roaches.
Yep. Getting some of his stalkers a little bit stuck, but you know what? Has reinforcements there. Storm on top of the Zerglings forces them backwards again. Jumping behind on those Banelings as well. And there is the Ultralisk. Kevin, no. Changes his mind. Goes for the Hydralisk. Well, that's a good surround. Potentially. Oh, yeah, those Storms are pretty good too. Won't be as good against the Roaches, but I believe he has different answers to the Roaches there on top of that ramp. Stark is pretty good against them, actually.
Yeah, looks like MaNa is just surviving after wave after wave. And just kind of hoping that Dark, keeps trading inefficiently.
Yeah. Being defensive with these Stalkers, right? He's not going across the map at all. Dark expanding at a fairly slow pace also, though, to be fair. He's making 2 Lurker Dens. What is this about?
Yeah, he is
double upgrade.
heading straight into those deadly lurkers. And really, what does MaNa have against it? I mean, I guess, Immortals, Archons, Storm are decently good against it. But I don't know, when you get when the Zerg gets an optimal amount of numbers of lurkers, it just becomes so difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of want to have some sort of an air army at that point in time. You could still try with Blink Stalkers. We've seen players make some magic happen. But, I mean, this is Dark you're going up against, right? You're gonna have to out-micro him, in a sense, with your Blink Stalkers. It's a lot of just kind of jumping in as well, just so the AoE splash damage of the lurkers kind of gets lost as you're all around them, rather than just coming in from one angle like this. But, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see it happen there.
Yeah, I don't...
Run by, cancels the hatch.
Yeah, nice catch there. I don't believe this army has Observer as well, so even if he wanted to, he can't really go in too deep.
Yeah, MaNa's gonna find a different angle to approach from than there. As Dark is just kind of bullying some units their way into the Protoss infrastructure. But there's still some mining happening, but again, that infrastructure of the Protoss looking pretty strong. A rough time to go the way that he would have liked to. So Dark, once again, kind of pushed out of MaNa's territory.
Well, we do see the air transition coming from MaNa, but gonna have to buy some time in order to get it. Actually going for Tempest, not carriers.
Strange engagement we just had. Thought it would go wonderful for Dark, but apparently he had to pull back those lurkers for a little bit there, and which did allow the Protoss units to fall back onto the high ground near that base. Dark, though, seeming like he wants to claim this base for himself. It's low ground base. How far away are we from the Tempest? There's 3 of them on the field, right?
Yep, currently 3 on the table. 3 more on the way as well.
That will help. I mean, there's no Vipers, there's not a lot of Hydras. Dark is most likely just gonna have to pull back here for the time being. Is he though? Is he though?
Oh, those
just
queens.
Gonna... Oh my god, the Biles take down the Tempest! Oh no! That's a third of the Tempest damage. That's really the damage that he needs to take down those lurkers right here and stop this push from happening. More Biles landing on those Tempests. They're so low to dying. Oh man, MaNa is such muddy waters right now. Is he gonna live? Is he gonna live?
Oh man, he's just holding on by the skin of his teeth. And I think with no anti-air, he should be able to eventually clean up, but at what cost? These lurkers doing so much damage to these charge lots.
I can't believe Dark is just letting those lurkers sit. He's moving them forwards. My goodness, he's moving them. I'm just thinking to myself, he's gonna move them back soon, right? There's like 2 Hydras left, but no, he just keeps running in Hydras one at a time from the hatcheries. And they are keeping some of the Tempest at bay, moving those lurkers further forwards once again. And down goes that 5th base. His prize has been claimed. He is satisfied with that.
Yeah, I mean, when you can take down a base that has, you know, a lot of gas that still can be mined from, I mean, that does really hinder this air transition that MaNa is trying to go for. So right now, Dark, he is sitting pretty.
More Archons. I'm wondering what I would like to see from the army composition of MaNa here. I feel like Dark's still in a place where he could just get away with making a ton of Hydralisk, right? And then Vipers would be the logical units here as well, which is actually what we got, so good to see. But MaNa fighting back with his High Templar here. That's a good choice. Can he beat back those Vipers before they get the yoink? Using the Storm fairly well against those Hydras. Ooh, Archons getting abducted, and now the High Templar as well. Vipers are out of juice, but so are the High Templar, so it's a stalemate.
Yeah, but look at
base with MaNa going up.
Yeah, like the economy of Dark though is allowing him to remax or replenish his army better. I mean, you see the gas bank compared to MaNa,
Yep.
and that is going to be the difference, it seems.
It very well could be. It's like a last lifeline towards MaNa. Oh, the hold position on the drones, capturing a zealot. That is, that's higher science for the StarCraft, you know. There goes more lurkers. Yeah, it's it really is a last lifeline here, this base for MaNa. He needs to keep it alive. I would love to see him try and take another base, perhaps, you know, the one into the bottom right corner. But that would open him up a lot more so for these run-bys. Right now, he has a position, right, where he has that big wall for his, well, kind of triangular third base location. The pocket base right there. And then he kind of funnels everything towards his fifth and fourth base. So he has one place for his army to sit, one place to defend. I guess you could try to take that base on the low ground as well, which is a little bit closer, but it's also a lot closer to Dark.
Yeah,
and you're gonna expose yourself to that high ground behind that base, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Dark basically just playing with his food.
I don't know, giving up though. In the jaws of the beast, he's still punching. Nice target on that Baneling. But this is another Nexus in a lot of trouble. A lot of probes going down. There is the Abducts. Storm helping out, but no, it's not enough. It will be going down here, won't he? Yeah, GG. Well played.